The galaxy is burning. Brother fights brother, and treason splits the Imperium of Man. This is the Age of Darkness. Whether you're a warrior of the Legiones Astartes, an adept of the Mechanicum, or just a mere mortal in a universe of madness, you'll find a place here. Welcome to the Remembrancer's Retreat, coming to you from within the depths of the Vengeful Spirit.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Remembrancer's Retreat, a Warhammer 30k Horus Heresy podcast. My name is Jesse, and it is just myself and Caro here today.
Hello.
So yeah, it's after Thanksgiving. It's the weekend after. Everybody's just been chilling out, having a good time.
I've been busy with family, with other important holiday stuff. You know how it is.
Yeah. So didn't really get much of a chance to record an episode earlier this week, so Caro and I are like, yeah, let's do it right now.
So yeah, you gotta suffer through, both of us.
Yeah. So first things first, what have you been up to?
Well, I haven't been up to too much. Jesse and I took a while ago an oath moment to try and not buy any new models until we took care of our backlog.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, my backlog is a whole box of world eaters, which are currently screaming at me. Way too many demons.
Mm-hmm.
I also still have a lot of 40k things, which I might do eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I do not know yet.
Yeah, a few 40k Thousand Suns,
Yeah.
Sekhmet Terminators, and
Yeah,
Rupert Marines.
I mean, I gotta admit, I dug some of the things out for a conversion I recently made.
Mm-hmm.
And I really enjoyed doing this conversion, but I don't know if I want to deal with learning how to deal with the Thousand Suns in 30k, or if I just want to go ahead and just jump right into 40k.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how that's gonna go.
Yep. But also in the meantime, after making our oath a moment of no backlog, I think you bought some Night Lords.
Yeah, but it's not anything I have to work on.
That's true. They're fully painted.
Exactly. So I became weak. I bought a Christmas gift for myself.
Yeah.
Even though it's kind of early.
It's never too early to buy yourself a Christmas gift.
Yeah, we'll see. No, I bought a bunch of Night Lords from Ryan and played them the first time last week. Yesterday? Yesterday it was.
Yeah, Saturday, I think.
And it was a lot of fun, but we gotta say, jump packs, don't try to
Deep Strike?
Deep Strike and jump packs does not agree. I really misjudged that.
Well, I've never really played an assault army myself. I know it can be handy for like claiming objectives and stuff, but it's definitely not something you want to do when you want to try to hit somebody. Unless you have some really good ranged weaponry that you can shoot as soon as you land, it's best to hang from the back, from what we learned yesterday.
Yes, we learned real hard. I had around 500 points of Night Raptors just in one squad, and I really hoped. So for some reason, I assumed when you do the deep striking, obviously you would not just go there and stand around or just shoot, because obviously when you do deep striking, you're ready to just stab your enemy. But no, the rules did not support my decision, and I don't know the rules. I just played a game. So I just tried and failed, and they got all plucked off one by one. Yeah. And then, of course, by the time Jesse's super special, awesome Dark Angels came around, all of my Night Raptors were plucked off one by one. I just died.
Sorry.
I can look in your eyes, and everybody knows you're not sorry for killing some traitor Night Lords.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
so the nice thing is we're now ready for the Thramas Crusade book. It's coming out.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, I have a wonderful Secure Battle Tank. I have those Night Raptors. We'll see. Maybe some of the Screaming World Eaters will become Night Lords. I don't know yet.
It's going to be exciting.
It will be, yes.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember the last time we talked. Our episodes. I think it was announced that Heresy Weekender was not happening this next year, which I'm sad.
Jesse went ahead and planned it all out. He had everything tied down, and then I
took a gamble.
Lol, nope, we're not going to do that.
I calculated the risk, but damn, I'm bad at math.
Heck yeah, you're real bad at math.
But so yeah.
Yeah, what have you been up to, Jesse? Apart from the glorious winning against my poor Night Lords.
Things haven't been too crazy. I've been painting up some of the Rogue Trader box set, the Occludian Star Striders.
Oh god, I have us also on backlog.
But yeah, they're a lot of fun. I've been using a lot of contrast paints with those, and really fun and easy to make. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, there's one right in front of me, and they look nice.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it. It was something that I want to just do. If you ever want like a quick hobby project that you don't want to like put a lot of effort into, spend 10, 20 hours on a single model, contrast will let you just breeze through all that stuff and still have a pretty good result. The end product is real nice.
Yeah, I mean, you missed the spot there, but apart from this, I also got to say, thanks again to Sarah for showing us Kill Team. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much the only reason why we bought the box. No, the reason was the dog.
Aximilian.
I wanted an Aximilian, and I got the Aximilian, and then we played Kill Team, and now we decided to paint it. Well, I'm still in the process of painting. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah. But no, I don't think I talked about, we went up to Boston, hung out with Sarah Kaiser. She showed us around, showed us her maker space she goes to, and just around Boston itself, and it was a grand old time. So.
It was great apart from the rain, but even with the rain and all, it was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. So with that being said, as we continue on with our Oath of the Moment, I made a total failure because Friday morning I wake up and what do I see but something that nobody was expecting. I love the fact that they kept this hidden from everybody.
Yeah,
like it was no preview, no here's what's next. They just slam, hey, would you like a fast attack strike tank? Boom, here's the Legion Sabre. Enjoy. And I'm like, oh my God, it is beautiful. I literally love the look of this thing.
He said these things in the morning in bed before we got up. And good, you asked before you bought it, and
That's
I just
true.
got the Light Lord, so I guess it's fair.
Yeah.
On the other hand,
dog eyes, I'm like, I know we talked about this, but damn,
I mean,
these look good.
you bought some other stuff before. You bought some backpacks, but that was the finished stuff.
Backpacks?
And now, you did, I think.
No. Jump packs? No.
Jump packs.
Have not yet.
Not yet? Oh, okay.
No, I still have a fully new unboxed Betrayal at Calth, and I was like, I'm going to turn these guys into Salt Marines.
Dude, you gotta watch out, otherwise somebody comes over and shanks you for that box. But yeah, the Legion Sabre strike tank. It was very interesting to watch the decisions taking place. The first decision he made was, let's buy one of those things of all options.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really, really want all of those options.
Yeah.
And then he looked at it again and was like, oh, I want a second one.
Mm-hmm. Then I put the second one in the cart. And I was like, that's a lot of money. I'll just get one for now. So I buy the one. Free shipping, which is nice, I guess.
Yeah,
and then
half an hour later.
And then later on, I'm justifying in my head. It's like, oh, I didn't know I can buy the whole separately. I wasn't paying much attention there. I was like, well, I can buy a whole separately. But then I'd have to pay for shipping. Let's see, a whole and a weapons. And maybe I could just buy the whole. Screw it. Buy the whole. Get a weapon option here and there because the other one I bought had all the options available. So I can just use that. And I was like, well, if I buy another weapon, if I want to run two of the same type, I'll buy that. And I was like, oh, damn it. Let me just buy a second one with all the options.
Yep. Long story short, Jesse bought twice the full set of the Legion Sabre strike tank just so you could have all of the options for both.
But both were free shipping, so.
You're such a nerd.
Yeah, I am.
Well, let's talk about what this Sabre
Yeah.
tank is special about. I mean, first of all, I gotta say it looks real cheap.
Oh, like, as far as
yeah, 65 points. 65? I mean, that's not a lot.
Let's let's go through this. Fast, rugged, and heavily armed, the Sabre serves the Legionis Astartes as a strike tank, attacking key enemy targets and destroying them long before they can pose a threat to any Legionis Astartes army. Fitted with a number of advanced weapon systems from rapid-fire autocannon to exotic beam weapons, there are few foes that can resist the firepower of a full squadron of these swift hunters. Once the immediate foe is annihilated, the speed of these fleet vehicles allow them to evade any further counterattack and reform to strike at the vulnerable flanks of the enemy army, Keeping heavy armor suppressed as the Space Marine infantry advances to crush those who stand against the Emperor. This model is 65 points per model. Unit composition is between 1 and 2 strike tanks. The Legion Sabre strike tank is a fast attack choice for the Space Marine Legion Army list found in Horus Heresy Legionis Astartes Age of Darkness Army List book. So let's see our stats here.
Well, looks like ballistic skill is 4. The front armor is 12, side 11, rear 10, and it has 3 hit points.
Yep,
which I would say is overall pretty okay for it. I think the armor is a bit lower than what I would expect from a normal tank. But on the other hand, it's supposed to be fast.
Yep, it is a fast, little light tank.
Yeah, and again, you don't pay too much for this, so it's a really good option, I would say.
Yep, it is a vehicle, tank, fast, keywords.
I mean, it's in the name.
Yeah. Let's see, the war gear by default comes with a hull-mounted Anvilus snub autocannon, which is a 24-inch range, strength 8, AP 4, heavy 2, twin-linked Sunder. Which
Sunder's fun.
Sunder is fun. Yeah, it's definitely going to be your medium armor killer, which is really handy. It also comes with a hull-mounted heavy bolter.
Good old basics.
As you would.
Yep.
Smoke launcher, searchlight, an auxiliary drive. Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't realize it comes with default. That's nice. So an auxiliary drive, if you're immobilized, you can roll and die.
Well, to see if you can keep going.
That's right.
Okay, nice. I mean,
it's sort of like, yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, please.
Sort of like a dozer blade, except you have to be stuck first.
Oh. So it's kind of you can take a dozer blade here, so probably just your rescue there.
Mm-hmm.
But the searchlight, what's the searchlight doing? Is it for night fighting?
Yeah.
Oh.
So a searchlight is when you target an enemy with it during night fighting, target an enemy with your weapon. After shooting, they no longer get the benefit of night fighting, but neither do you.
Unfair.
It's like you're shining a light and it's like, okay, everyone else can see them, and then you start shooting.
Well, guess what? I'm not going to play with you against that. well, let's see.
Most vehicles do have searchlights by default.
Oh, okay.
But honestly,
I've never seen it in the list, I think.
We rarely play night fighting to begin with.
Yeah, we need to do this more often with the Night Lords.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm usually lazy and just want to ignore it.
Well, as a Night Lords player now, you'll definitely
I have to.
We're playing night fighting now. You can do that.
I mean, hey, I'm a trader, not a Night Lord. Keep that in mind, man. Well, let's talk a bit about the options we have here. Oh, wait, there's a special rule as well. Missile lock. What does that do?
Missile lock, off the top of my head, I want to say allows you to re-roll failed misses with missile weapons. But I'll check that here in a second. If you want to go through the different options, go for it.
Let's talk about the first option. So, any Sabre strike tank might exchange an Anvilus snap autocannon for one of the following: either a neutron blaster for 20 points or a Volkite Saker for 15 points.
Gotcha.
I think both sound kind of nasty. Sorry?
So a missile lock is a model with this special rule. Re-rolls fail to hit rolls when shooting any weapon has the one-use special rule.
Oh wait, I just found the neutron blaster. It's a 24 range, attack strength 9, AP 2, a heavy concussive shock pulse.
Heavy 1. Yep.
Heavy 1.
And shock pulse.
Huh. Well, I would have to look up all those rules as well. Let's talk about the Volkite Saker while you look it up.
So concussive, I can tell you, when you're hit with when you're hit with a concussive weapon, if you are in close combat, you go down to initiative 1 for that turn.
Oh, makes sense. Concussions. And shock pulse?
Shock pulse. So I believe when you are... Yep, I'll just pull up right here.
Yeah.
Get it right. Any vehicle, including super heavy vehicles, that suffer a penetrating hit from a weapon with this special rule may only fire snapshots on the following game turn.
Oh, so they don't even have to worry about crew shaking or any of this. They're just like right away.
Yep.
You got shocked.
Yep. Which is nice because it also mentions super heavies, which typically ignore those things.
Yeah, it's pretty
so Titans,
impossible.
If you get a super heavy with a blast weapon, you can't fire templates with snapshots or blast with snapshots.
Yeah, I think I went on the last Christmas game. I shot my Spartan at a super heavy and hit. But he just kept saying, "Oh, it's a super heavy. It doesn't matter." It was very sad. I was very sad about it.
You can ding hull points, but you can't just blow it up.
Yeah. Would be nice though. So let's see the Volkite Saker.
Yep.
This is a modified version of the Volkite Culverin. The Saker is optimized to provide a maximized spread of high energy particle beams, while the Sabre maneuvers at high speed. While it cannot penetrate heavy armor, it is more than capable of cutting a swathe through heavy infantry and shredding the hulls of lighter vehicles. This also has a 24-inch range, strength 6, AP 5, heavy 6, and deflagrate.
Yeah.
That sounds like that would be fun.
Yep, that's your infantry shanker.
Yeah, pretty much crop that off.
It's your classic Volkite.
Yeah.
It's not much different from most things, but it's definitely handy. Let's see. Yeah, all of these have a fairly short range, but due to the fact that it's a fast tank, it makes sense.
There's only one thing which has more range.
Yep, and so that's going to be the Sabre missiles, which you can add up to 4 for 5 points each. The Sabre missiles are 36-inch range. Strength 6. What's that?
So with this, what I just see, all Sabre strike tanks in the squadron, does it also mean if you only have one Sabre strike tank, you can do all of this, or do you have to have 2?
Oh, good call. So it says all Sabre strike tanks in a squadron may take any of the following options. All vehicles must select the same upgrades. So it means you can still use it for one, but if you have 2 vehicles, they have to be identical.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Which I did not notice that earlier, but it makes sense.
Only for those upgrades for armored ceramite, extra armor, or up to 4 Sabre missiles, which are the one at the bottom. They have the 36-inch range, strength 6, AP 4, heavy 1 use, and rending.
Pretty handy.
It is.
Yeah. So back to these options you have to take. Armored ceramite for 20 points. I'm not a huge fan of it due to the fact that the
Too
armor.
Expensive?
Well, it's expensive, and the armor is so low that if you're hit by a melta weapon, a melta is strength 9 anyway. So on a 3-up, there's still at least glancing your front armor.
So it doesn't really matter even if you take that.
Granted, it prevents you from probably an almost instantaneous kill, but for 20 points, it's probably not. For me personally, I don't see that as a efficient use of your point values.
What about the extra armor?
Extra armor, potentially handy because it allows you, I believe it's still the same, but extra armor allows you to ignore crew shaken when you roll a die on a 4-up. But you still have to roll a die, and I believe it's on a 4-up. Allows you to ignore it, which is handy. Because if you want to try
yeah. I mean, overall, you should probably not expect too much of a lifespan out of those. Just because they are supposed to be hit quick, fast, and mow down your foot soldiers, pretty much, no?
Gotcha.
And light vehicles.
Oh, I am mistaken here. It says crews equipped with extra armor count, crew stunned results from vehicle damage as crew shaken results instead. Where am I getting the ignore cover? Or the ignore shaken?
I don't know. Is this with the ceremony?
Oh, it might be the command squadron. I don't know. I'm talking about out of my ass right now.
Please don't.
Folks, send me a message when this post goes live, because I don't feel like looking at this right now.
Well, let's jump back.
Okay, all right, and back.
What other things you can do with this tank?
Yeah, we can walk it back up the list of options here.
Yep. Any Sabre strike tank may exchange its heavy bolter for one of the following weapons: a heavy flamer for free. I always like fire, to be fair. You can also get a multi-melter for 25 points.
Super nice.
And a Volkite Culverin for 15 points. You could just make this little thing a Volkite.
Oh yeah.
Thing.
Yep.
Volkite tank.
Volkite Culverin, I think, is a 45-inch heavy 2 twin linked. Maybe not even heavy. I don't think it's heavy. I think it's just like assault 2 or something. But
yeah, I mean, it says the Volkite Saker is the modified version of Volkite's Culverin. So that's kind of interesting.
Maybe.
I'm not really sure. I mean, is it better than the 24-inch range and the strength 6?
It definitely does not have as many shots. I want to say the Culverin is. I think the Culverin is a big one. Folks, thank you guys for listening so much to us as we stumble through these rules. I got my iPad in front of me and I'm flipping through these little pages here and there. But regardless, Volkite's fun.
That's true. Well, let's see the. You can also replace the Pintle. Pintle? Pintle-mounted weapons.
Yep.
Combi weapon for 5 points, a Havoc launcher for 15 points, or a twin-link bolter for 5 points. I mean, twin-link is always handy, but...
It is a bolter.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what a Havoc launcher does, but with this name, I really hope it's bad.
A combi weapon. If a combi weapon is the same price as a twin-link bolter, I would go with a combi weapon. Just put another melta gun on there, just for one last little blast, or grenade launchers, or you can make it a combi Volkite, because Volkites and grenade launchers are not one use only like most combi weapons. You can continue to fire those. So you really could add some more Volkite magic to it.
Then just make a Volkite Sabre strike tank.
Your
enemies will hate you.
But yeah, so that's the Legion Sabre strike tank. Anyone who's listened to this program or follows a little bit about me knows I love my Dark Angels. And this is a perfect addition to Iron Wing because it finally allows you to fill up that fast attack slots with tanks, which really helps out.
Have you not been able to fill this up with the Sikaran?
Sikaran is a heavy support.
Oh, it's heavy support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a fast tank, but it is a heavy support slot option.
Well, this is the point where I also have to say most of the lists I played so far is just written by Jesse with the stuff I own. I need to learn list building, but the different classes are extremely confusing.
It is scary, though. Once you know how to build lists, then you see the options that you want to buy.
Oh, no, I already have too much.
Yeah, it happens.
It does.
But yeah, so that's the Legion Sabre Strike Tank. And that's one of the newest things that came out of Forge World. And super excited about
Jesse's newest baby, and he will love those tanks and probably kick me out of bed for those, so sleep or cuddle next to him for a while.
Jeez.
What?
I don't know. Anyway, also, came out yesterday. It had this great... they
had the amazing reveal.
Yeah, well, not necessarily a reveal, but the Warhammer Open was in Nottingham this weekend. Lots of really cool stuff. They showed a lot of cool Sisters of Battle models that are coming out. But guys over at the Age of Darkness podcast got to chat a little bit with the Forge World team. And you've probably already read this, but I'm going to read it here because it's just us. I like to fill up some time. And I thought this was really cool. So if you haven't heard it, great. If not, you can still listen. It'll be okay. So this is the post from the Age of Darkness podcast on Facebook. And it's a long read, so bear with me. I won't list everything as Warhammer Community has a great write-up about the 40k releases and upcoming products. However, I did have a great chat with the Forge World team about future plans and current developments for Age of Darkness. As usual, I break this down into smaller sections. Book 9. This is based around the Thramas Crusade. Nothing new there. Book 9 is going to the Repo Graphics department this week and then onto printers. This means a release is most likely in the second or third quarter after printing, shipping, and worldwide distribution. The Sabre kit, a fun little tank here. This was designed by the same guy that designed the Plastic Titans. It is his first resin kit and was created during his lunch times as practice on how to sculpt resin. The Forge World team had been really pleased to see the community response to the unexpected release of the kit and its rules. On to Book 10. Book 10 is currently deep in production. Due to size restraints, the Dark Mechanicum army list that was originally planned for Book 9 is now going to be in Book 10. Alongside this will be rules for additional allies for both the Loyalists and Traitors. This will be along the lines of the Agents of the Emperor / Warmaster concepts from a few years ago. No further details as yet. So, we could probably expect to see things like Assassins in Book 10, which is really cool. Dark Mechanicum, Assassins, probably. Really curious to see what else they're going to put in Book 10. It could be a whole lot of off-the-wall things that we have not seen before.
I would love if they would put in some secret agents or things for
the Warmaster.
Yes. I just finally read Praetorian of Thorn, and I really love those kick-ass agents the Alpha Legion had out there.
Yeah.
And I would love to be able to build people like this because even though they're still human, they're better than the normal human. So it'd be cool to be able to kind of build your own.
Yeah, build your own little saboteur team.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it would be amazing, especially for things like Strike Team or Storm Mortalis.
Definitely.
It could be fun.
Moving on to current developments. Continuing on with this post. The GW offices at Warhammer World are currently having a massive extension added. As well as new production facilities and warehouse space, there is also more room for the various design studios. The plan is once this is constructed, each of the design studios, Main GW, Specialist Games, Age of Darkness, and Old World, will have more space for the various teams. This also means that each team will be expanding considerably over the next 2 years. This will include new rules writers, 2 more for the Age of Darkness, for example, and miniature designers. As part of the restructuring, Andy Hoare, who is ex-Heresy rules writer and head of Specialist Games, is now manager of the Specialist Games studio and Age of Darkness studio. This role is extremely new, so Andy has lots of ideas, but nothing has been put into action yet. From personal experience, Andy is a great bloke who has a lot of experience within the hobby, a clear vision of where the company and the game systems can go, and also communicates clearly about what is happening within the usual limits of GW policy. Future hopes and plans. After a long chat with the Forge World team, it's clear that the new restructuring is still in early days, and we aren't likely to see much change as customers for the foreseeable future. However, the team is aware of the main community concerns and hopes. The 2 key ones they mentioned are, as follows, a cheap introduction for new players into 30k game set, and more plastic kits. Neither of these are confirmed as in production or development, but the fact that the team are having conversations about this is positive. The team also discussed that by expanding the number of writers, it could be hoped that they could release more than 1 heresy-related book a year. Once again, this is the future developments, so only Book 10 is in current development due to current size of the team. One final point that we discussed in a jokey manner was the Heresy is Dead mindset. It was mentioned that currently Heresy is still producing a very healthy sales figures alongside other Specialist games, and the successes of all the games is allowing the company to invest heavily into new facilities and staff. One member of the team stated that there are so many long-term plans for the Heresy that they expect that within 2 years, everyone will be playing Heresy. End quote. That's some really cool stuff there.
Oh, yeah, it is. I'm really curious how this is all gonna work out, especially now. I don't know, I mean, 30k, they are finally finishing off the book roll. So I wonder
the novel series.
Yeah.
Solar War and whatnot.
Yeah, Solar War, the Siege Against Terra, there will be an end to this. So I wonder if they are going to keep going to release other books about side stories, side plots and things.
Yes, they did mention that, I believe, it was like a year ago. They mentioned that even though the main series will be wrapped up, there's still so many other stories they can tell within this world, this universe, that they won't stop doing that. But yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a good time for it to be a Heresy player. And I'm excited I'm here where I'm at right now. So
this is what he says while we are in the second room of our apartment, which got taken over by the hobby. I fought against it and I lost.
I see some of your stuff in here too.
Exactly, engulfed me in it. So if you have a girlfriend who is really annoyed by all the Warhammer stuff, try to get her into the hobby too.
Show her a few books.
It's dangerous. Which reminds me, just here in our hobby room, there is another of my demons looking and standing.
Yeah.
He's built, but not primed yet. So hopefully till the next podcast, I have at least primed most of the things I want to work on, so I can keep working on it. At least my super secret project. I don't remember, was it ever secret?
Which one?
Fulgrim.
I mean, you kind of talked about a little bit about it.
Yeah, true. Fulgrim is finally primed, and I put some colors down on him, and he looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still, I don't know if I'm ready to paint him yet. We'll see. I might just start and wait till I decide it's horrible and redo it all.
Yeah.
Jesse already forbid me to strip it again and keep working on the model. But we'll see, I have Fulgrim, I have Angron, I have 2 Angrons, which is fun. And there's so much other stuff to do and to have. It's crazy.
So what else we have coming up?
Yeah, so next week, on the 8th, I think it is, we're going to have our yearly Christmas game, which I'm looking forward to. So this game will be played in the
Apocalypse 2019.
Yep, it will not be 30k Mega Battle. it will be with the new rules, and I'm really looking forward to trying all of this out.
APOC 2019. It's an interesting game system. I like it. Will's a huge fan of it.
Yeah,
and
also,
I'll be curious to see how it goes.
Also, just try it out. He will help you write the list. I think we can bring 100 points. I need to research what it even is, but I think it's a bunch.
I think a knight might be like 8 or 9 points.
Ooh, I can bring my knight. He hasn't been out yet.
Yeah.
But regardless, we can. Please just come and play. It's gonna be fun. Or just come around and hang out. Take a look what's out there. Maybe you can take over something from someone.
Yeah.
But so far, everybody who played Apocalypse was pretty happy with it, so give it a shot. And yeah, unless work is deciding to not allow me to have fun, I will totally be there. And Jesse probably too.
Yeah. Well, with that, I think we'll call it a closing episode tonight.
Yeah, just a short episode. It's the holidays. You know how it is.
Yeah. So thank you all for bearing with us. Big shout out to our patrons who are super generous and help keep this podcast up and running. What's up?
Give me the patrons.
Okay.
I want to say thank you for the patrons.
All right. And here you go.
Now, before we end this today, a nice shout out to our patrons. First of all, our Legion Sergeants, Duncan and Emily O'Hare. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate this. Then also thank you to all of our Legion Centurions, our good old Angry Boy, Derek Knoll, John Christensen, M. Hernandez, and Mark Henry. Thanks, guys. We really appreciate it.
And our Praetor tier, Alex Self, Chris Mack, Gardner.Tree of Woe, Joe from Music City Heresy, Josh Phillips, and Matthew Boyce. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate your patronage. And be sure to check out, coming up soon, I'll be uploading another episode of The Bourbon Diaries with Dave. He's going to be talking a little bit about the forwards from Aaron Dembski-Bowden. And I think there's a Sabbath Worlds overview that he's going to be talking about. So be sure to check out those 2 episodes coming up here pretty soon before the holidays. Should have it posted up next week.
Yeah, also check out or if you want to talk to us, give us any news or complain real bad about what we're doing here, call us at 192-9437-3791. This is our wonderful heresy voicemail. Again, 192-9437-3791. You can find
929 Heresy 1.
Yeah, just come ahead.
I worked really hard on that number from Google. So.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Leave a voice comment. We'll play.
We'll play it. Also, check out the Instagram.
At Remembrancer's Retreat.
Yep.
We're also on Twitter and Facebook. I try to be a little bit more on Twitter. There's a little bit of a shout out to people out there. Check us out on Twitter and Facebook at RR30K Podcast.
Jesse tries to be on Twitter, but he feels like he's old, so I don't know how comfortable he's there.
No, that's the older millennials are on Twitter.
Are they?
Yeah.
Really? Wait, the young ones are on TikTok now, aren't they?
Yeah. Check out our TikTok at Remembrancer's Retreat.
Yeah, you're gonna take care of that.
Oh
man.
my God! No, I don't want to do TikTok.
I know what he's gonna do. No,
we're not doing TikTok.
No, not yet. Maybe one day.
We might do a Discord at some point. But yeah, check us out. And our website, which is now new, improved, and updated, where you can now download our episodes, stream them right there from the website at RR30K Podcast. You can also check us out on Podbean. That is our podcast host.
Mm-hmm.
They insist on you downloading an app. You don't have to do that. You can go to any other podcatching application, search for the Remembrancer's Retreat, and you will find us.
We hope.
I got most of it covered.
Yeah, Jesse's confident. Well, guys, if you have an awesome model or a conversion you would like to show the world, send it to us.
Yep.
I'll put it on Instagram.
Yeah, tag Remembrancer's Retreat.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think that's about it.
Oh, also, if you have funny memes, please come at us.
We do love memes.
Oh, yes.
Send us the memes.
All of them.
Send us the memes.
Please.
All right.
And this was it for tonight.
Yep.
Thank you very much for listening.
Yep. Take care. Keep those dice rolling. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.